everyone, it's Lauren Messiah, your personal fashion stylist, and today I want to talk about why you might need a stylist. So remember that thing like way back in the day, like you might be a redneck if, well, you might need a stylist if the following things have occurred. Because, when it comes to having a stylist, most people know about it now. Like back in the day, only celebrities, only the rich and famous had stylists, but now everyday women know that they too can have access to their own personal stylist, whether in their hometown, virtually, through a company. Like everyone can have a stylist. So it leads to a lot of thinking of like, do I need a stylist or do I just want a stylist? Or maybe you haven't even thought about having a stylist, but these different things have happened to you that might indicate a stylist would be the perfect fit for you. So you might need a stylist if you hate shopping. It's so hard for me to relate to this. No, I'm joking. I can't actually relate. But I love shopping. I really do. That's part of the reason why I do this for a living. Shopping is fun to me. It's my hobby. It's the way that I kill time. It's the way that I enjoy myself. It's the way that I celebrate. I really like shopping. But there are certain things about shopping now that I've spent, the past 8 years doing it for a living that I can really see why women would not like shopping. Pushy salespeople, the lights in the dressing room, funny trick mirrors, the pressure to buy, the pressure not to buy to save money. Like there's just a lot of things. The crowds, I hate the crowds. There's just a lot that goes into shopping that can be really painful. And if you're not sure how to shop for yourself, if you're not confident in your body, it's just like the recipe for disaster. So I could totally relate to why people would not like to shop. So if you don't like shopping, you might benefit from having a personal stylist because they're going to do the shopping for you most of the time. And if you were to work with a person like me, who I might not be in your city to work with you one-on-one and shop for you, I can help teach you how to shop so it can be a much more enjoyable experience. So you can either pay someone to shop for you or have a stylist teach you how to do it so when you go out, it's not painful. So that's one sign that you might need a stylist. Another sign that you might need a stylist is if people are commenting on your clothing and the way that you look, but not in a positive way. So I can already hear some of you in the, off in the distance. Who cares what people think? I'm not just gonna all of a sudden hire a stylist because someone said that I look bad. I'm not saying that just because someone makes, a random remark about not liking your shoes or that thing's so ugly. I mean, I get comments like that, obviously putting myself out there on YouTube, like someone is inevitably gonna comment, oh, why are you giving advice? I hate that, blah, blah, blah. I'm not talking about stuff like that. I'm talking about if it's a regular thing where people are like, oh, were you gonna go change for dinner? And you're like, this is my dinner outfit. Like if things like that keep happening to you, if you, are going to the movies with friends and your friends are like, hey, this is actually like a nice restaurant. So do you think you could put on something like they kind of have a dress code? If people have to warn you before we go somewhere, hey, FYI, this place is kind of upscale. If you could not wear your gym clothes out. If those types of things are happening, you might need a stylist. You might need a stylist if you have had a closet meltdown in the past month, heck, in the past week. If you are a regular experiencer of a closet meltdown, you definitely need to get your butt into the hands of a stylist. Now, a closet meltdown, for those of you who aren't familiar, maybe you've experienced it, you just don't know the term. This is when you're in your closet trying to get dressed and you are freaking the heck out. I've had a couple that I can recall. One I remember so clearly is back when I lived on the East Coast. I was getting dressed for a date And, my boyfriend was there and he's like, hurry up, the reservation. And everything I put on, I felt fat in. I felt ugly in. It felt outdated. It felt inappropriate. And I'm like in a puddle on the floor crying because I don't know what to wear. So those things happen to women more often than you would think. A big, important meeting, can't figure out what to wear, packing for a trip, can't figure it out, you're freaking out, you're crying, have to go to a fancy event with your husband, you're like, I don't have anything, this sucks. If you're regularly having these terrible moments in your closet, it might be time for a stylist. It might be time for a stylist if you regularly feel embarrassed, uncomfortable, or out of place when you show up somewhere. So if you walk into a room, maybe you're going to a networking event, you're going to a conference, and you feel like, I wish I could just turn into the wallpaper and have no one see me, because you're like, I didn't get the memo that everyone's looking cute. I didn't get the memo that so-and-so was in style. I didn't get the memo that I should be wearing heels and like brushing my hair for this. If that's something that's always happening to you, you don't have to feel that way. This doesn't have to like be your thing. Like, oh, it's my thing. I'm the crappy dresser. I always feel out of place. That does not have to be your reality. There is such a reality where you walk in a room and feel radiant and you feel confident and you feel like you belong. You feel like you're the best dressed woman in the room. That's a damn good feeling, let me tell you. Always feeling like, hope no one notices that I have a stain on my shirt, or that this doesn't fit, or that it has hidden pit stains, or it's really ripped in the back. You don't have to live like that. It's a bad way to live, folks. It's a bad way to live. Okay? So those are the reasons that you might need a stylist. Of course, there are many more, but those are the ones that just jump up off the top of the dome. So if you're having any of those experiences, start looking into working with a stylist. It might sound like something that is just over the top, too much, too extra, too expensive, but really look into it. There's tons of affordable options for working with a personal stylist, and think about all of the time and energy you're gonna save yourself that you could use in another place. I work with women all the time who are really bright, talented, smart, excelling in their careers and in their life. Sure, they could probably, tackle it, go to the store, I guess, figure it out and struggle through it. But why not? Why not just spend a little money to have someone who's good at it help you? And then you have all that extra time that you're saving from freak out, shopping, feeling awkward, to go make more money or to go make a bigger impact in the world. So there's absolutely no shame in asking for help in the style department. So if you want to work with me, check out my website, lauramessiah.com. I have virtual services ranging from, $197 up to $1,000. Occasionally I open up my in-person services, which are a lot pricier, but if you got it like that, let's roll, baby. So check out my website, lauramessiah.com. Thank you so much for watching this video and being a part of my YouTube channel. If you haven't already, please subscribe. And also jump down below the video, because I have free resources. If you're like, Lauren, I can't afford a stylist, for real, grab some of the free resources down below. Keep watching my videos. I'm constantly sharing advice. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.